Welcome back. We're getting some breaking news now, and this is concerns the elections in Karnataka. Now we are hearing that there's a massive row that has erupted after Imran Pratapgarhi has been included in Congress's list of star campaigners for Karnataka. BJP has alleged that Imran Pratapgarhi was a close friend of Atiq Ahmed, and Imran always used to say that Atiq is my guru and brother.
ಇಮ್ರಾನ್ ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ಗಢಿಯ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಆತಿಕ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ನನ್ನ ಗುರು, ಆತಿಕ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ನನ್ನ ಬ್ರದರು, ನನ್ನ ಬಾಯಿ. ಆತಿಕ್ ಅಹಮದ್ಗೆ ಶಹರಿ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇಮ್ರಾನ್ ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ಗಢಿಯ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ರಿ ಶಾಹಿರಿಯನ್ನು ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಶಹರಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆತಿಕ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಆತಿಕ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಮ್ರಾನ್ ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ಗಢಿಯ ಶಾಹಿರಿ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ.
Today, Congress has appointed Imran Pratapgarhi as the star campaigner, and BJP is saying that he is close aide of Atiq Ahmed, and they're doing this now to appease minority.
So Imran Pratapgarhi is the chairman of our minority cell, and he will be coming. What is wrong in that? We are not saying that someone who is coming, who is under that who had committed some crime, who is behind the bars. We are not doing that. But people who are asking about the star campaigners, can they answer that why Jatin Prasad, why RPN Singh, why Jyotiraditya Scindia? Because they are self-acclaimed star campaigners.
My colleague Ritu is now joining us on the broadcast. Ritu, there seems to be a massive controversy that has now erupted over Congress's list of star campaigners, and Imran Pratapgarhi is at the forefront of it all. And this in turn has been started by BJP. Now they are claiming his associations and close links with Atiq Ahmed. What is the background of it all, and what is the clarity that's coming from the Congress party when it comes to this allegation?
Well, you see, now BJP doesn't want to give a single chance as well to the Congress ahead of the assembly elections. All this while, we did see how Congress went on attacking BJP over various issues, and now the BJP is very keen on ensuring that they are very closely monitoring the developments that are taking place in the Congress. So that's the reason you see just a day after that Congress party released its star campaigners list. Now BJP comes out and lashes out at the Congress for, in fact, including Imran Pratapgarhi as their star campaigner. Now further, BJP also goes on to allege that he had written poetry. He used to pen letters as well to him. He's called him a guru as well. So the person who in fact had carried an anti-national work, why should he be invited in the state like Karnataka where the peace has to be maintained in a way? So that's the whole reason. That's why we're getting to see now BJP coming out and attacking the Congress. But meanwhile, Congress goes on to say that he is there a leader, a minority leader, and well known among the communities as well. He also enjoys his own supporters. So of course, what is wrong is he comes and visits the poll-bound Karnataka, and anyways, that the party doesn't have any issues with it at all. But however, now we will have to see that how the Congress is really going to make a note of this kind of an attack coming out from the BJP, because further going, you see, most of the BJP leaders might come out to attack the Congress.
Okay. Ritu, there have been instances where, let's say, in this case, Imran Pratapgarhi, his speech in the parliament has been lauded, went viral. So that is one aspect of Mr. Pratapgarhi. On the other hand, once you associate him with a Don that is now slain, obviously things shift against his favor. And the Congress, in the reaction that I heard with Akshara, has not been able to really cull all of that thoroughly. They are just accusing that the BJP is also coming out with certain lists where there are leaders who are self-proclaimed stars. Where do you see this? How do you see this really play out in the politics in Karnataka?
Well, of course, it's a poll-bound Karnataka, so every single issue, in fact, takes a political color there. And in yet another incident, we're getting to see this issue as well being wrapped up by the BJP this time. But however, what the Congress here is in fact very confident is that it is all the individuals' performance that really matters during the elections, and the star campaigners are coming here to support the leaders, and this will nowhere affect the party in any way. So that's the kind of confidence that the Congress leaders, in fact, are having in the state. But as said, now this might actually backfire. In fact, the Congress might have to face a severe backlash for this. So they really will have to come out and provide that whole clarity as well, or probably rethink about their decision as well. Because on the other hand, you see, there are questions that are being raised that why is that Sachin Pilot is not invited, while he was seen a couple of times visiting the poll-bound state, also speaking to media as well, and putting forth the points about how crucial this election is going to be for the Congress, then why is he not mentioned there? So is there a kind of the strategy that the Congress is also having when they release the star campaigners list?
Ritu, I'm really
So
sorry I'm interrupting you there. Mr. S. Prakash of the BJP is with us on the broadcast. Mr. Prakash, the Congress party is accusing the BJP of nitpicking in the name of star campaigners, and they in turn are saying that if we were to go ahead and comment on BJP's list of star campaigners, we would also have a lot of other points. Your reaction, sir?
No, who has stopped them from commenting? It's a democratic country. Anyone can comment on anybody. If there is anything which they can comment, let them go ahead. But there is a point here with Imran Pratapgarhi who calls for killing of people brazenly, openly, and in several platforms has been made a star captain for the Karnataka. It is an insult to the people of the Karnataka. And it is a pertinent point, and Congress needs to answer it.
No, Mr. Prakash, when you say that he's called for the killing of people brazenly, what specific case are you referring to?
His speech on the YouTube, he clearly says if one is killed, you before one dies, kill four. He has specifically said it. It is on record. It is available on YouTube.
Okay.
And he is such a person. And can Karnataka tolerate such violent-minded people?
Okay. It's very strange, Mr. Prakash, that you're talking about a certainty, because what I hear of Mr. Pratapgarhi is a speech that he'd made in Parliament, which was going viral, where he was talking about Save Universities, where he's talking about the minorities on how they are as patriotic as the other members of the country. I'd let Mr. Sanket Yenagi actually respond to the allegations that you're making, sir. Mr. Yenagi, Mr. S. Prakash says that there have been speeches that have been made by Mr. Pratapgarhi calling for the killing of people openly, and that is going viral on YouTube. How do you respond?
This is a false propaganda by the BJP. They somehow want the communal issues to be discussed during the course of the elections. Because they have nothing to talk about the development. They do not have anything to talk about. They have no shame to talk about the corruption. They have no shame left to talk about the communal issues and the law and order problem, which is there in the Karnataka since Mr. Bommai assumed the charge. They have nothing left to talk about or discuss anything about the COVID, the protocols which have not been properly followed by the government.
But Mr. Yenagi, did Mr. Pratapgarhi make such a speech as is being claimed by Mr. S. Prakash?
This is something baseless. If at all they have the documentary evidence regarding, let them produce it. Let them place it on record. And if it is so done, we will not allow that person to be the part of this.
Okay.
And let them place it on record.
And the claims that they are making that
see,
Mr.
firstly,
Pratapgarhi was
he is a poet.
considered to be Atiq's guru, Atiq Ahmed's guru. He has close associations with Atiq Ahmed. How does the Congress party choose to respond to those queries?
You see, there are allegations being made by the BJP which are unfounded. And as we are all aware, he is a poet. And he is participating in a function wherein Atiq Ahmed was also present. That does not mean that someone is having the link with the activities of Mr. Atiq Ahmed. It is insensible to say so. If that is the case, then there would not be any function at all. No one would participate in any cultural activities with the function or anything which is related to the community. So that cannot be linked at all.
Okay.
And if there is anything there on record to show that he had the link in the criminal activities or he had the link in the activities which are antisocial, then we will definitely consider it. But let them not make unnecessary allegations without any
Because,
basis.
Mr.
For the
Yanagi, why
purpose
I
of
am asking you
erupting
this
criminal issues
question
in the state.
again and again is because they have pulled out a Twitter post by Mr. Pratapgarhi, which dates back to 2019, where he's posted this picture where he's sitting along with Atiq Ahmed. We are putting that image out for our viewers also for their better understanding. How does the Congress party distance itself from this argument that the BJP is making?
So first of all, we are aware that he has not participated in any of the activities of Mr. Atiq Ahmed. That much we are aware. If being a party to any of the function, or he has been on the dais along with other person who has no good records of his reputation or the criminal activity, does not make the other person equally criminally liable. So let us understand, there is no case against Mr. Pratapgarhi, and there is no case against Mr. Pratapgarhi for involvement of any of the offences.
Okay.
Just having shared the dais at some point of time, which is nowhere related to the political discussion or the party issue, nothing as such, then it cannot be said that we have the link with them. If that is the case, then Prime Minister Modi has participated in the function of Asaram Bapu. Does it make Modi liable for rape? No. We must have some analogy. If that analogy is made applicable, then equally it is applicable to PM Modi.
Okay. And you would not be able to throw light on this picture that's been tweeted out by Mr. Pratapgarhi himself. I believe this was a 2015 or 2019 post. I am not able, I'm not too sure about that.
No, I made it very clear. There is no involvement of Mr. Pratapgarhi as such about any of the offences which have been alleged upon.
Okay.
If there is an involvement, let them place it on record.
All right.
We will certainly consider, because it is in the best interest of the society for highlighting such issues, and we will certainly consider it. And we need to do that. We are bound to do that, irrespective of someone calling to do it or otherwise. But let them place some material evidence on record.
Okay.
Not just make allegations for the purpose of garnering some votes, which will not work out in this election. Because the BJP is at the losing edge. It is making or involving itself in such allegations which are found to be baseless or misleading. That's it.
Right. Sanket Yanagi, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. I'm going back to my colleague Ritu. Ritu, we have just tweeted out this picture that the BJP has put out from Mr. Pratapgarhi's handle. If you can take our viewers to the background of what this post by Mr. Pratapgarhi really says. And this is an April post. Which year are we talking about? And what has he written in it?
Well, you see, there are videos and the posts that the BJP had released. In fact, now they are attacking the Congress party continuously, where, you know, the post which the BJP alleges is that clearly states that the kind of bond that they had shared, where he was invited for the supper as well. So that's the kind of word that the BJP is in fact putting out about the post. And moreover, you see, the party also says that they really were seen very close to each other. He in fact followed all his thoughts very in a very specific manner as well. So this really is a very clear that he should not be invited to the poll bound Karnataka. Meanwhile, on the other hand, you see, all this while the Congress party had always alleged and attacked BJP, saying that there is a need for the peace and development in the Karnataka, but moreover peace is more important because of the kind of alleged communal violence that was taking place. Now BJP goes on to say that all this while, when Congress was very keen on questioning about the peace that the BJP is maintaining across the Karnataka, then why is there even why is that the party trying to bring such star campaigners in the state, which would actually spoil the peace in the state? And the party should really consider rethink about their decision. The Congress should really rethink about their decision. So that's what now the BJP is saying. But on the other hand, the Congress party says that what really matters in the election is the individuals' performance of how they have served the public there, and depending on that, or depending on the performance, is that the voters will be voting the leader. But